Hi, good morning. I am Dr. Christine Lee, procrastination coach. I am here this morning to tell you 3 different tips for communicating more effectively. I think communication is a core skill, and it is a skill that we can all benefit from developing, I believe, and I think it's really a safeguard against procrastination. So the first tip is when you're communicating to make sure that you don't leave anything up to guesswork. You want to leave everything on the table. You want to describe everything that you need, everything that you're feeling, everything that you're thinking, within reason, of course, to the person that you're trying to talk with. This way, you don't have to leave the conversation feeling, oh, I was too embarrassed to really let them know the truth. Oh, I was too worried to focus, and therefore I left the last 4 things off the list of what I needed. Oh, I didn't want to take up too much of the other person's time, and so I cut myself off short before finishing my message. I want you to feel confidently when you're talking to anyone, whether it's personal or professional. Make sure you just say what you need. It is okay for you to have needs. It's okay for you to have many needs. It's okay for you to communicate them directly. You don't have to be embarrassed or ashamed or awkward when you're communicating something to someone else. So that's the first tip. Don't leave anything off the table. The second tip is to not be concerned with what the outcome of your communication is going to be. When we're speaking, it's kind of difficult enough just to keep a single focus and make sure we're communicating everything we need to the other person. If we're also thinking about how they're going to react to us, we're going to become distracted and our mind is going to have to split its focus. And we don't want that. We want to try to reduce split focus brain whenever we can. So the first tip again is to communicate really directly and fully. And the second tip is to just make sure you don't worry about what the outcome is going to be. We are not responsible for the outcome, and we cannot control the outcome. We can influence it as best as we can, but the other person has a role in how everything turns out in the end. So don't worry yourself with that part of it. I think that's what helps us mess up our communication, is when we get over anxious, is when we get flustered, is when we feel like, oh, I'm looking red in the face, and then you can't concentrate anymore. So straighten out your concentration when you're communicating by making sure you don't worry about how the other person is going to receive what you say. Your responsibility is just to communicate directly and honestly and clearly. The third tip is to make sure you seal the deal. And what do I mean by that? I mean, if you're asking for 5 things from someone, maybe follow up in an email and say, thanks for the conversation. Here's a reminder for what I need from you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way you make sure and you calm yourself down that you really communicated it fully and that they won't forget, because you've indicated to them, by the way, not only have I told you what I need, I'm expecting you to help me out and fill those needs because I've asked that of you and because you've agreed. So seal the deal by following up with a text, an email, another conversation, and don't be afraid to do this. It's okay. We're all human. We all have needs. Sometimes we benefit from reminders from the people who need things from us. So don't be afraid to be effective, essentially. Just do it. It's okay. No one's going to yell at you. If someone does yell at you, by the way, you can handle it. You will survive. So don't live small anymore. Communicate what you need to, and then get what you need to. Get what you need, and then get what you need done, and you'll be way happier, much calmer, and more effective. Hope these tips helped you today. Again, I'm procrastination coach Christine Lee, and feel free to visit my new YouTube channel. Actually, this is the first time I'm announcing this, but I've put up a bunch of these videos up on YouTube, and I welcome new subscribers over there. I'm procrastination coach all over social media, including YouTube. Okay, have a great day. Thank you. Bye.